Now, the Met Services Department of Zimbabwe issued a critical alert, forecasting a period of intense and sustained heavy rainfall across multiple provinces in the coming days. A prediction that follows the already confirmed flooding incidents which have placed the nation on high alert. The shift to intense rainfall comes after a period of drought, highlighting the country's increasingly unpredictable and extreme weather patterns due to climate change. Now, to give us a status update on this issue, we are joined by Met Department Services Chief Forecaster James Ngoma. James, it's a very good evening to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, in the wake of your department's forecast on possible flooding, what is the latest weather outlook?
Thank you very much, Faith, for that question. Looking at the weather watch that was issued by the Met Department, I'll begin by just explaining faintly the main categories that we look at. We look at the four colors, which is the green, yellow, orange and red colors. Whilst our warnings increase in likelihood, also the impact has to increase as we get from level 0 up to level 10. So our level 0 is mainly the green color, whilst levels 1 up to 5 are covered by the yellow color, where we're speaking of minor impacts for our level 1 and level 2, whilst the likelihood might still be high, the impacts will be still on the minor. When we reach levels of 6 up to 7, the impact becomes significant, and but the likelihood also increases. So our warning levels, just in brief, say that when they are still in the green color, all is safe. When we reach the orange colors, that's when we have to be more wary and watchful, as well as the red, where we need immediate action within those 12 hours that the warning would have been issued, so that there's aversion of any difficult situation. But our current warning is still on level 1, as indicated there, where we are saying the likelihood is medium and the impact is going to be minor. We might have heavy downpours in places, but this is very localized, as we are saying the extent is very medium, and we're saying we're going to have the impacts being minor. So they are very localized within those provinces that are indicated in the way, and the dates being from Wednesday today up to Friday. So things to watch out for are things like your lightning strikes, your heavy downpours, which are very localized in nature, and also strong winds that might be apparent, and people should watch out for fallen trees. And we also tell people to also partake in exercises such as clearing the roads where you see fallen trees once the storms have ended. But for now, we're still monitoring much of the rainfall that is our radar image currently, where we're still picking pockets of rainfall in isolated places. So it's not covering the entire eastern half of the country, just localized areas where we're expecting significant falls in places, but nothing to worry about, as we are still considering this rainfall to have very minor impacts for much of the period. Thank you for that. We'll always keep you updated in terms of the weather and outlook.
Well, James, thank you so much for that detailed weather update. Now, against this warning, we have the Director of the Department of Civil Protection joining us live on the line to discuss what this means and how you can also now keep safe. Nathan, good evening, and thank you so much for joining us. Now, just as we heard, the MSD issued a warning that flooding is likely to occur and affect areas in most parts of the country. What measures are in place now to ensure that people are well protected?
The Meteorological Department, together with the Department of Civil Protection Unit, issued a level 2 weather warning for thunderstorms and heavy rains across most parts of the country as from Sunday, 16 November 2025. And I'm sure in certain areas they've already witnessed the forecast-based impact of the warning. And to date, if we look at our C-TRAP, the Department of Civil Protection and Chitungwiza Municipality, they've conducted a rapid assessment exercise following flooding that occurred on the 25th of November in Chitungwiza.
Okay, so now, Nathan, how much damage has now been caused to date, and have there been any fatalities reported?
If we were to look at the households affected, Manicaland we have 4, Midlands we have 9, Mashonaland Central 5, Mat South 5, Masvingo 30 to give us 31. Number of injured people, Midlands there is only 1, Marsh West 1, to give us a total of 2. Number of deaths recorded, Manicaland 15, Midlands 10, Marsh West 6, to give us 41. Infrastructure that was destroyed, it varies, and I'm sure you can see that a lot of social amenities infrastructure, it bore the brand of some of these destructive rains.